What's going on, guys? Brian from Zombie Guitar here. This is a topic that I talk about in my improv course, and it's one of my favorite uses of the Dorian mode. So in the demo in the beginning, I started out just doing pentatonic stuff, and then I started to throw in the blue note, and every time I say minor pentatonic, I'm always referring to the blue scale as well, because I always throw in that blue note, okay? So pentatonic, minor, blue scale, in my opinion, it's kind of one and the same thing. Alright, and then I switched it up. I started to add the Dorian sound by adding in some additional notes to create the Dorian mode. Alright, so I was playing in the key of C minor, alright, so I was using the C minor pentatonic as my pentatonic framework, alright, so we take our root, put it on the 8th fret of the low E string, and you have your C minor pentatonic scale. And then you can add that blue note in, and then it becomes the C minor blues scale. Okay, so now in order to make it the Dorian mode, you simply take your pentatonic framework and you would add in 2 additional notes, okay? And the 2 notes that you add are going to be the major 2nd scale degree and the major 6th scale degree. So let's take a look at how we do that. Just by looking at the pentatonic scale in 1 octave. Alright, so looking at the pentatonic scale in 1 octave, you have this. Okay, so adding the major 2nd and the major 6th, okay, a major scale degree would be 1 whole step away. Okay, so the major 2nd is 1 whole step away from the root. Okay, and then the major 6th would be 1 whole step away from the 5th. Okay, so the 5th is here, the 6th would be here. Okay, so adding in those 2 notes in this 1 octave, you have... Okay, and what I like to do is I like to take that 6th scale degree here on the A string, and I like to bring it to the D string right here. Alright, it's the same note, it's just less of a stretch, okay? You could use either one, but I just like to play it there. So you have... Okay, so that's your Dorian mode in 1 octave. Now if you wanted to span this across all 6 strings in 2 octaves, you would have this. Okay, so anything that the Dorian mode would work for, you can always reduce it to the minor pentatonic scale, and you can always throw in that blue note as well. All right, these all work very well with one another. Dorian mode, minor pentatonic, minor blues scale. Okay. All right, so with that said, let's take a look at expanding this over the entire fretboard. Okay, so keeping this within the key of C minor here. All right, all of the colored notes are your note C. All right, so like I said, you can you know your 5 pentatonic positions. That's a topic for another lesson, but you just go ahead and you add your major 6th and your major 2nd. Okay, I use the color brown every time I'm talking about the Dorian mode just to keep my lessons consistent. So that's why the colored notes are brown instead of the usual white or red for typical natural minor or major keys. Okay. So the brown notes are all C, all right? in order to add your major second, you can essentially just find any C on the fretboard, whatever pentatonic position you happen to be playing in, and then just go a whole step up from there. Okay, so let's take this C, for example, right up here. Okay, your major second would be a whole step away. Okay, and then your your minor third would be 1/2 step away. Okay, so that's just starting from that note C. And then your major sixth would be a whole step away from the fifth, a whole step higher than the fifth. Okay, so the fifth is always going to be, not always, but you know, when you're playing your power chords, your fifth is always going to be the next string higher and then 2 frets higher. So here's your fifth, here's your major sixth interval. Okay, so you have, so right there you have your little Dorian mode thing. Okay, so that's essentially what notes you would add to any pentatonic position in order to create the Dorian mode. Alright, so that is a nice, short, sweet, to the point lesson I wanted to give you guys for this week. Hope you were able to learn something from this. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Otherwise, I'll see you for the next lesson. Thanks a lot.